great plague. My bones. Old. I am but an old woman. The cold seeps into my bones. Hello. Hi. Hi Bob, I'm at the Hyatt. Hi Casanova, hi. These I don't know, I haven't been very good at talking in a while. Getting rusty, you know? I saw us at Chica and hi Barbie, thank you Barbie. I doubt anyone's watching this. Something along the lines of, like, I can't appear as a VTuber for a bit, something like that. I figure, I don't know, those of you that have stuck around through thick and thin are wondering, are they thinking like, oh yeah, Chidami's having one of her classic mental moments that happen sometimes, or like, what the heck's up with Chidami, blah 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 blah. Hi Shrek, hi Zeppelins, hi Adrian, hi Kelcom. Chidami is gonna die in the next few months. Again, reiterating. It's just on my mind, also, at the same time. Hi Simply. I've been messing around with my my audio interface and min-maxing sound, and I'm pretty happy with that. I feel so awesome when I know how tech works. Darn, can I have your PC when you die? Screw off, get your own PC. After my PC has been cleared of its contents, it would probably go to my little brother or something. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Imagine you haunt your PC. You know, you have the obligatory friend that definitely exists in my case. Wipe your browser history, whatnot. And you have to live on as a ghost to see your family do the same things on your PC and die of cringe. Hi Brucey, thank you Brucey. Hi Mars. Who else? Hi Nasima. What's in the browser history? I don't know, what is in my browser history? Let's see. I've been, honestly, a lot of it is just doom scrolling Twitter. Let me look at my history, come on. A lot of VTubers. A lot of VTubers. Yeah, mostly VTubers. I'm not telling you what VTubers because I'll die of cringe, but you know. No highs for me, she hits me personally. Yes, yes, I do. This is true. No, at some point it becomes easy to overlook someone when they're there every time. It's just like, oh yeah, they're definitely there, probably. They're all GFE type tubers. I think by default, most VTubers, most corpo VTubers at the very least, kind of dip into that section. I've been looking at V4 Mirai recently, and you know. Hi, okay guy, hi Bob. But how do I say it? I feel like v4 Mirai in particular is very much TFE. I don't know how many of you would watch v4 Mirai though. I don't think they're quite an established name yet. They're definitely one of the biggest in and corpos right now. But you know, people know FaZe, people know Pippa. V4 Mid I hasn't really had a breakout talent yet. Like Pippa or Tenma or Lumi. To be fair though, I would say a good amount of like Lumi's audience probably don't know what FaZe Connect is. I don't know why I think that though. How's their ASMR? Well, one of them got really big through ASMR, so I would assume pretty good. I don't really like live stream ASMR that much though. You know, a lot of the ASMR is like, oh, hot girl, lick my ear, exhale in my ear, oh. But you know, my kind of ASMR is more along the lines of like, I don't know, play beeping in my ears. I love it. I super duper. Lumi loves FaZe. She collabs with her FaZe girlies all the time. No, I don't think that it's that Lumi doesn't love FaZe or like that her entire fan base doesn't know about the existence of FaZe. She's kind of an island, you know, off in Twitch. Everyone else is on YouTube. She's very disconnected from FaZe by default. I do miss when you did ASMR. I have so many plans, you know. When I get back to regularly streaming, you know, I'm gonna move back to streaming eventually, and I feel like I'm slowly going insane without all this, with the social interaction decline, but but you know how things are. And it sucks because I have so much free time, you know, all this. I have the same exact amount of free time I did before, except I can't stream regularly due to reasons I can't get into, that maybe I'll be able to slightly get into later, but I can't really get into it now. Because I'll get shot. Ah! There's probably a lot of cases where somebody only watches one VTuber from a corpo and only vaguely remembers the corpo exists. Honestly, good. I think a lot of, like, obviously the real hardcore chumbuds know that Hololive exists, but Guna has a very large reach, you know? I remember, this is gonna carbon date me so hard. I remember going to high school and seeing someone watching Gura on their phone. Carbon dated. Don't carbon date so much. I have no problem with it. You know, there's a billion young girls online. I'm pouring myself a Pepsi. Sometimes I forget that you really are that much younger than me. I like to joke, and oftentimes people are like, "Oh, Timmy, you're so old." I'm willing to bet that I'm younger than most of you, though. It's funny to joke about someone being a hag when they obviously aren't. But I think I was in my 3rd year of college when Guna debuted. I don't know what college is like. Sometimes I like to think about what college is like, but I still can't really imagine it. It's like, I imagine it's kind of like those classes that old ladies take. You know, You ever like visit your grandma and stick around for a while, and then she's like, "Oh yeah, I gotta get to my old lady sport class," you know? Personally, my grandma takes Zentangle classes. I don't understand it at all. It's got Zentangles all over the walls, though. But you know, college students, I just imagine like, oh yeah, I gotta go to my liberal arts class. I take enough liberal arts classes, I'll get a liberal arts degree. I don't know what else. What else? Engineering class. What do they have at college? Thermodynamics class? Thermodynamics is so easy to understand though. Like, you put a hot rock in a cold water, the temperature levels out. Or like, you know, you're overheating under the blanket, so you stick your foot out. That's like thermoregulation. Pro. Yeah. I'm a genius. Tensai desu. Interpretive dance classes. It's not that I don't have respect for dancers, but sometimes, every time I've gone to an art museum, and I've gone to, I don't go to the same one twice, but I've gone to a decent variety, there's always like some sort of performing arts person, like, oh, this, insert 500 labels here, person, you know, they're expressing themselves through this performative art here, and we've recorded it on video, and it's just like a TV screen. And it's like, you did not do any training, did you? Coward. I've got terrible taste in dancing though. I love to watch idols. Like Japanese idols, you know, they have pretty good social media presence. Hi, Hylac. But I don't know, I've got all the information I need probably, unless I ever want to get a job. But then I can just learn the information. So pretty easy. Hi, lovely pump. Idols are great. I love idols. I'm a little limited by the language barrier because I can only understand like half of what they say, because the unfortunate truth is that idols kind of talk like normal people and not like anime girls. It's kind of nice when they talk like anime girls, but I imagine it's super cringy to a Japanese listener. On average, probably. TV is not doing your JP rap sheet, man. I'm doing every other rap. I'm tired. I'm doing art raps. I'm doing singing raps. I'm learning other things that I won't specify yet because I don't want to. You know, when you say something too early and then everyone's like, oh my god, you're learning that? Wow, I want to hear all about it. But you're really bad at it still. You know? You know, that's what, like, moms and relatives do. And I miss friends. Oh, she's really bad at weaving. Well, okay, I'm not gonna say weaving sounds easy because there are intricacies in weaving, but I can sure, you know, like that square weaving that they do for baskets. Yeah. OMG, Teamy, you're learning biochemical engineering. Give me a 30-page paper on it. So, basically, I super glued a bunch of, like, meat to a TV. And now I've created a biological TV. Got meat on it. Our team is taking up classes on nuclear physics and buying up ton of fire alarms for the radioactive materials. Also buying plutonium from a shady man from an Eastern country. You wanna know something I realized? Recently? There's no batteries in any of the fire alarms in our house. I don't know, I didn't think about it that much before, but it slowly dawns on me. And then I realized, like, wait, we haven't had fire alarms in this house for a long time. Because my dad took them out when I was a kid. Because it kept beeping whenever we cooked food. I took your doggy order. It's better than letting it beep. There's a lot of stereotypes about like people letting it beep. I've never seen that personally. How does it beep forever? That's what I don't understand. Because it stops beeping when the smoke goes away, right? Is there always smoke in the house? Happens when you don't change the why don't you, like, take the batteries out then? Annoying. Humans are really good at annoying things. Yeah, I just plugged my interface in for the first time in a while. And I always had it hooked up, but I never had the additional power cord plugged in because I figured, oh, I don't need it. All the background noise is gone. It was a grounding issue. I'm not very smart, I think. By the way, I'm still smarter than the population. Anyway, my cable management is really messed up right now. I'm honestly mildly tangled in wires. Just strewn all around my bed area generally. It's all fine though. All the population? Yeah, all the population. Every single person is probably dumber than me. It's a coin toss, really. Except the coin toss is in my favor. It's like, the coin, one surface is not 50-50. Yeah. Just take a day to clean your room. I really need to do it. I've been drinking less Pepsi, but I've been ignoring all the Pepsi bottles that are still there. I almost tripped on one the other day. It's snowy outside. I went outside. I'm very tired from it. And I slipped on ice, like 4 different times. My knees hurt so much. Yowza. New throne suggestion for a smoke detector? No. I think I get thrown suggestions. Not that often, but it's not uncommon in the slightest. I think I ignore it most of the time. I read all the marshmallows and I look at all the suggestions, but then I just kind of live on. Were there any old men watching and laughing? I fall into water one time and get laughed at, you know? Well, the other day I went outside the other day as well. And a kid rode by and called me a slur. And I'm still thinking about it. Like, do I... What made... What made that happen? What's there? Homophobic. Do I... I don't... How do I say it? Do I look like that? I don't know how... I don't know why. Didn't see me, I'll be eating it. I've been eating goldfish for the past 2 days. Or past 2 meals, I kind of forget. I've been losing track of time. Are you using flannel shirts? No. That said, I have this really... I cringe every time I go outside wearing it, but it's still warm and usable. I have a fake military hoodie that looks like a military uniform, like the fancy ones with medals and stuff. And I always cringe when I go outside wearing it. I got it when I was in like middle school or so as a gift. And I feel like a middle schooler whenever I wear it. Why do you use it if you don't like it? I don't have that many clothes. Of course, I have all outfits that you can see, blah blah blah. But I don't like spending money on clothes because it's like, this costs $60 and it's only one thing, you know? I could buy many smaller things for $60. I could buy so much Pepsi with that. You need to get a burger or barbecue for dinner today. I think burgers look cooler, but I don't really like either. I love burger. Must have already said that. Thrift shops. I've been to a thrift shop like once in my life. It smelled bad in there. I rummaged through all the stuff they had, but most of it, the population on average is larger than me. In more of a wider sense. You know? And then when they're when they're smaller, they're way too small. I don't get it. I think it's because people accidentally order the wrong size when they're smaller. And when they get the right size, they just wear it normal. You know? Did you watch Sonic movie 3 to Shadow was in it? Honestly, I've been putting off watching it because Amy wasn't in it. I was excited to see Amy. She'll be in there eventually, but yeah. Amy's in the end card suit. Yes. Maybe I will watch it then. Apparently, I keep seeing like ship art of the men on Twitter, and I don't really get it because I watched the first 2 movies, and I guess I could see it for, you know, the assistant guy. But I don't get what the appeal is. I don't know. It's me, Shadow the Hedgehog. Damn. Damn. Yeah, that's what Shadow the Hedgehog says. And then he like rides off on his motorcycle. She doesn't like old man Yowie? I don't like men that are that much older than me. You know, if an anime boy is visibly older, it starts getting uncomfortable because all I can think about is my dad. And if you get older than that, it's like my grandpa. Scary. You when you're 30, will you still like young anime men? I have no idea. I've always liked young anime men though. I'm not quite Shota. It's not that I'm opposed to Shota, but I don't like One. I'm not really into One Shota. Hi Xenomorphica. I know that's kind of blasphemy in the world of anime. But I don't know, it's kind of overdone, and every time it's like the older lady is always his mom or something. It's weird. I think you could have ended the sentence at I don't like men, to be honest. It's not that I dislike men, it's just that at some point you stop being attracted to real people. You know? Soon you'll be old enough to be considered None. I'll forever be young at heart. I'll never stop being college-aged. It's probably one of the better ages. High school is really, really good for scenarios. I really like reading school anime because it makes me think like, I could imagine myself there. I remember. But I'm very interested in college as well. He's out of her femcell arc? I told you I was a recovered femcell already, bozo. My voice is way deeper than it used to be, isn't it? I can still do a high-pitched voice, but I've slowly been aging. I feel old. Recovered? Well, it's not like I stopped being celibate, but I recovered from the mindset, you know? Old woman, shut up. What are you, 5? You want us to talk about things from before you were born? What things? How old is Enron? When did that happen? I feel like Enron is old, but not that old. Not that old. You may have recovered, but are you prepared to stay single the rest of your life? Well, people are a real hassle to deal with. You know, all I'm really good at is talking about myself. That's why I like to stream, you know? Everyone just like, how are you doing, Jamie? It's like, I know about that. I know how I'm doing, probably. Ish. But you know, no guy, guys are a pain because they want to talk about things that I don't know about. And I don't know about many things. The ideal guy would just let me talk forever about only things that I like. And of course, that's an insane thing to think. Right? I know that. Why are people a hassle? Getting to know others is interesting. I know about me. I like to talk about the things that I know. And when I talk to people about the things I know, I have no idea how they will respond because I know it perfectly in my head. They don't know it in their head. How do I explain it to them in their head? Yeah? Hey guys, I was doing our oil changes and shaving today. You go to war recently? You grill a steak? Yeah. Yeah. But I struggle a lot with women as well, but you know, men are always the thing I'm gonna get asked about, you know, because people are gonna be like, oh, Timmy, you dating a nice guy yet? It's like, no, I haven't spoken to a man outside of my family, and Women are easy because there's women in my family, like my great grandma, and all I have to do is sit there, and she'll be like, back in my day, I learned how to drive on a Model T. I was 12 years old. Like, yeah, Grammy, that's so awesome. She's like, yes, thank you, Timmy. So good. I also don't talk to women outside of my family. But there's not that many women in my family. So, well, there's women in my family, but they live very far away, so I only see them once a year. But I don't want to meet people because that's such a pain. It's so high energy, you know. I'm supposed to go up and get a job, which will take a lot of energy, and then I'm supposed to learn how to socialize as well. And I don't understand that at all. How do you do both of those things? And a lot of adults will, you know, look off to the side and look really, really depressed and be like, yeah, you have to figure that out, Timmy. You know? Just make boatloads of money easy. I can pay a woman to like me. I'm okay. I feel like I've done the unstable halfway too much. But I'm not that unstable. I'm living. I'm learning. Aren't females hard to deal with? Women, it's not that I'm better with women, it's that women are a little easier for me because it's like, oh, I've already got something in common. I know, being a woman, yeah, I've been a woman before. I know what it's like for a woman, kind of-ish. Yeah. Are you unconvincing about being a woman? How'd you do that? I mean, obviously I was born a girl, but I've never been good with other girls, you know? I've never learned like the makeup stuff. I never really shared the same interests with girls. And then I get really, really off the mark with my autism, because like, oh, this girl is into anime, and it's like, oh, you want to hear about the obscure manga I've read 7 times? And they're like, you like Boku no Hero? Cough, cough. You know? Cough. You don't like dresses or Hello Kitty? I mean, I feel like all girls like Hello Kitty at some point. I remember getting Hello Kitty coloring books as a kid, at the very least. I'm not the kind of person that thinks a lot about Sanrio, though. I feel like that's a sign of mental illness. But I guess showing signs of mental illness, Sanrio shouldn't be my first concern. I'm not really people will call you a tomboy because you know, as a little girl, you get really mad when people start trying to box you in, you know? Like, oh, she's a girl, she wants to wear pink and dresses, and it's like, maybe I do, but maybe I don't want to follow your orders. Blah, 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 blah. You know, maybe you want to feel different. You grow up. You don't frick with pom-pom pudding? I don't like its butt. It's always showing its butt. I think that's kind of gross. You wanted to be not like other girls. I mean, you get raised by a goth woman. You know, my gothic pagan mom. You're gonna end up a little screwy with identity stuff. Liking Danganronpa shouldn't also be a red flag. Honestly, Danganronpa is good. If they're still really, really, really into Danganronpa as an adult. I'll be honest, I think that's kind of a sign of being like an adult child. I think Danganronpa is a very neat series with good art direction. I think it's also a very, very teenage series of viewers who could be into Hetalia. Yeah. Yeah. You could be into blue one with big boobs too. Okay, that's too obscure. Come on. That's too obscure and targeted. And also the blue skin isn't really important. The big boobs aren't either. It's about the relationship between 2 girls that are friends. Shut up. Read it, you jerk! You would understand if you read it. Yuri, is it for the Yuri plot, not the Yuri plot? No, it's not. Well, it kind of is Yuri, but I don't read it because I like Yuri. I read it because the friendship between 2 girls is beautiful. Okay. I don't like Yuri. I like manga where girls are friends and they support each other. It's not gay. It's not gay, it's just sad, okay? Do you understand? you know, there's a difference between like two girls who are friends and support each other and like Monica. You ever watch Monica? I think that's a little... I watch it for the magical girls, not their relationships, because it is pretty gay. I said there, smooching girls. I'm not smooching any girls, and you know that. Except your mom. Aha. Mommy is best Monica. I really like Mommy. Mommy Tamara is my favorite. She's... Every time I think about her, I always think about the, on. Hold on, let me put it on screen. I think about it every time. They made little, like, matching figurines for all the girls. But they're an odd number. And there's, you know, more popular ships, so Mommy always gets. Her wish was to connect to people? No, her wish... Did you... I don't want to... Her wish was to not die. She was about to die. She wanted to live. She wished to live. Sometimes I think about buying the figure just because, I don't know, I kind of feel it, you know? Anyway, the worst part, I'll show you, is that the girls, all of the other girls are designed to have outreached hands so that they can hold hands and whatnot. Hey, look at that, holding hands. Yep, they're holding hands. And noticeably, Mommy does not have an outstretched hand. It's... Can you imagine little girls, the anime? Calling Monica the gay magical girl anime feels like a bit of... It's like calling Star Trek the sci-fi series, you know? I don't know. Star Trek is the sci-fi series that I don't know. I haven't watched Star Trek in a while. Last time I saw Star Trek, it was because my dad made me watch it. I don't think it's the sci-fi series. I mean, hold on. What was... I watched Lost in Space recently, which was a really bad movie adaptation of the 60s television series. I'm still mad about how bad it was. You know, like, sometimes you hear the Danger Will Robinson quote, and it's like, oh, where could that be from? It's from a movie? I'll watch the movie. It was such a bad movie. halfway through, they pick up this really, really ugly mascot thing. I'm putting it on. You ever watch or read something so bad it's good? What was it? I gotta remember it. Ah! Short circuit. Anyway. I hate this little thing. I want it dead. I want to crush it between my hands. Into a, like, pulpy mass. I want to beat it. Oh god, short circuit existed. My dad loved it as a kid, so I watched it with him. And honestly, it was pretty fun for what it was. Got a pretty fun robot design as well. Short circuit was good, I forgot about that monkey thing. Don't worry, the monkey thing wasn't a short circuit. Looks like it wants to be beaten. Is this thing a cheetah? If this thing was a cheetah, honestly, at that point I'm graduating. If any of you look like this, tell me so that I can leave. I do? Okay, goodbye. Goodbye. It was nice knowing you. I was jesting. Don't worry. Sorry I plunged you into the dark void. Can you forgive me for that? Question mark. I'm sorry my conversation skills have really waned. How do I say it? I've gotten rusty. I feel like I say how do I say it all the time, and it makes me sounds like something someone unfamiliar with English would say. Except that English is my native language. I'm just very inexperienced. I need compensation for the trauma. You know, if you bankrupt me, I will die. Literally unforgivable. You're forgiven? Thank you. Aw. Hi, Zordjeller. Aren't you dying anyway? Tsunami will die, I suppose. I don't think I can say that. I can be... You guys will understand it in a few months. Probably... Not that much, you know? It's a little sad, but at the same time, I've spent a lot of time working towards something and I want to honor my time, I guess. So cost fallacy, oh. You know? You're dying so sad. Can I have your Twitch channel? Go get your own. Do your own thing, loser. Ah! Will we have further notice about this? There's gonna be a little bit of... like the obligatory hype, I guess. But... I'm not one for events. I'm not good at that. I'm not the type of I'm usually not the type of person that would be like, oh, rebrand, let's go. I hate rebrands that are unnecessary. But I'm coming into possession of something and I don't want to waste it. Usually? Well, sometimes. Sometimes it makes sense. Sometimes it's a little weirder, you know? I can't believe Chimi has gotten the monkey's paw. I'm gonna take this monkey off the screen because I don't want to imagine taking that thing's paw. Ugh. Disgusting. Rebranding from Super Tunami to Pretty Good Tunami. Is that a downgrade or what? Pretty Good kind of sounds cool in a different way though. Super Tunami is like Super Mario. Wahoo! You know, Pretty Good. It sounds like a cool guy, you know? If you knew a guy called like Pretty Good Daniel or something, you would think, yeah, that guy's the coolest guy ever. How are you planning to kill off Tunami? Maybe I'll be imprisoned in something. Maybe she will be trapped in the prison dimension forever and tortured. That's fun. That was a pretty good Yahoo! Yahoo! I use so little energy, but it's so easy to channel my energy into something like that. I've also got a pretty good Toad impression, but I think it would blow your ears out. In the past, I thought you said Chidami would likely just hiatus for an indefinite time. That's the thing, it would have been that. And it will no longer be that, you know? Please do, Toad, I haven't heard in a while. Please, James, just as much. Hiya! I'm Toad! Wahoo! Tunami goes to the sad room, the door closed behind her by mistake. It looks from the outside by design. I feel like a freezer would be more fun in that case then. I don't know about you, but you know, dying in a freezer, I think it's a neat sounding way to die. I'm sorry for all the people that died in a freezer that are watching this, but you know. Well, I guess we know why Timmy has to go. Somebody got hired to work with the uncle at Nintendo. That's true. I'm all of the new Mario voice actresses. I'm voicing all of the Mario characters now. Mamma mia! Wahoo! Yeah. That was Mario. This game Mario? No! I'm Gay Bowser. No, Gay Bowser. Cinnamy's like Squidward being locked in the freezer. She's gonna get thawed out in 500 years and Miku becomes real. My favorite voice bank isn't Miku by a long shot, but Miku takes up a big spot in my heart to the point where sometimes I get a little emotional about it. And sometimes that day was today. Maybe it's kind of a bad sign if you're getting emotional about Miku alone in your dark room. Timmy will be the Chris Pratt of movie voice actors. I watched the Mario movie one. I remember seeing the interviews pre-Mario movie. Like, squashing Goombas. Yeah, I'm Chris Pratt. I'd understand if it was Teta. I'm tired of Teta. She got so overrated. I have to see posts about her all the time, and I just think like, oh, what about the ones who got left behind? Remember, you know the cover. People always say like, Miku did Nyan Cap. Did you know that? But the cover that got popular was actually a different Utao voice bank that used to be drawn with Teta a lot, and she got forgotten. I bet you don't even know her name. I know it, but I'm not telling you. All these people. The mainstream team is hipster. Shut up! I'm not a hipster! Tell us. She's the cutest ever. Momone Momo is her. I'll put an image of her on screen because she's very cute and nobody remembers her, and she's one of my favorite Utah voice banks. This is Nyan Cat in reality. You know, people always say Miku did it. The original was Miku, but the one used for the video was Momone Momo. Look at her! Look at her! She's got those cool robot ears and like, absolute territory. Look at robot shoes. Yeah! Yeah! Wasn't she in Nexus? You're thinking of Momoko Nuihara, who was one of the only people to graduate from Nexus. Everyone else is keeping their IP. Well, one of 3 people to graduate from Nexus. Her platformer. But I'll play examples of Nyan Cat so that you can know even more. You know? I'll start playing examples. Because, whatever, who cares? Like... I don't know how loud that is, I can't see. Versus... Did I play the right one? This would be the one that you would know. That's Momone Momo there. Yeah. Everyone. Yeah. Because out of it, whatever. Whatever. Oh. And Fauna graduated. Nobody cares if Momo did Nyan Cat and also Fauna graduated. Do you think anybody would care about Nyan Cat without Momo singing? In general, Nyan Cat was kind of a... What do they call it? Lightning in a bottle? I don't think anyone would care about it if it didn't have like a fun GIF attached to it, but also... You know, it's... how do I say? No, I don't know how to say it. It's been a year for corpos. The corpos are all dying. I don't know. It looks kind of like Pixel Link was in trouble for a bit. But it looks like it's okay now. I was worried. But I love VTuber so much. There was another music video before Nyan Cat and it wasn't anywhere as big. Yeah, you can still see the Nyan Cat music video on Danny Well's channel. Danny Well being the person who created Nyan Cat. By the way, Danny Well makes some really fun music. I think it's worth checking out his other stuff. Hold on, I'll put... I will link one that I like. I'm gonna put in the... If you love VTubers so much, why don't you marry any? Because I've taken a vow of celibacy. God, I hope this is the right link and it doesn't link to like the most embarrassing thing ever. Anyway, this is, it's cute. But look at it. Did you see the VTuber corpo bullying their tuba for hag meme? I'm familiar. It was Vols, right? Vols project? I'm familiar with them. I keep tabs on every single Western VTuber corpo. That one, I actually... I almost applied to them because it seemed like they had very good connections. But it was esports focused and all of their talents played League. So I got kind of filtered. Hi, Redux. Oh my god, TV, you pin porn! Oh, whatever. If I pin porn, you know, that's my downfall. That's my fault to take. You know, at that point, shoot me point blank. Who cares? 12 years old is as long as new gen kids. I don't think I told you this. I was very happy because, you know, I visited relatives at Christmas, and my cousin, my aunt's little kid, whatever, like 5 years old. He comes up to me, pulls out a bag, starts showing me metal Minecraft figures. He's like, "This is Minecraft. Look at the creeper." It's like, yeah, I know Minecraft. I've played it for a long time. It's like, yeah, can you name all of them? And he thought I was so cool. Yeah. I ask his mom, you know, my aunt, like, "Oh, do you play Minecraft with him?" And he's like, no, he's too young to understand the controls. It's a little high level, high dexterity or whatever. He just really likes Minecraft YouTubers. You know, I feel older every day. And don't correct me on that, please. Don't say like, "Oh, you are older every day, TV." It's For the interest of protecting him, please tell his mom about Minecraft YouTubers, please. I don't have her number because I don't talk to any of my relatives through phone. Whenever people message me, I ignore it. Two, it seems like they're okay with it. Cause, you know, they know about it. They're apparently seeing the videos. It's just, I guess they're okay with that kind of stuff. I guess I can't say like, oh, I was raised better, cause no. No, I was also just doing whatever online. But, you know? I've seen something about Sonic fans who only know about the series they TikTok. Okay, he uses the Chaos Emeralds to transform into Super Sonic. How does he transform into Archie Sonic? Everyone knows Super Sonic's real name is Fleetway? What? I'm not a Sonic gamer, admittedly. When I was really young, I used to watch, like... dubs of the official comics. That was way before, you know, like way before they got rebooted or whatever, back when Scrooge the Hedgehog was still a thing. And I realized, you know, I'm putting a target on myself by admitting to this because I know how embarrassing it is. Oh yeah, well I bet you couldn't name every Hololive talent excluding Holostars because who cares about them? I can name a decent amount of Holostars, but I don't know. I can't show them to you like I can with Hololive talents, because I give them a try once and then it's like, this is not my thing. Goodbye. Pardon, Scrooge the Hedgehog? Scourge the Hedgehog. Used to be like, evil Sonic that was green. I forgot Holostars exist. I forget about it a lot. It's not that they're not capable people. I held this opinion about a lot. I feel like, by default, male VTubers are held to a way lower standard. Obviously, you know, it's not easy for men to succeed. But I feel like whenever they get into a corpo, it's just like, oh, well, they worked really hard to get this far. They're talented, and then they're not really as interesting as other female VTubers. You know? I don't know. Is that bad to say, though? You know, it's more impressive for a male VTuber to get further, so the standard is on the floor. You know? If you not truly have to be interesting or come up with a gimmick for numbers, the starting point is a lot lower for females than males. Yeah, but nobody's gonna succeed if they don't do well, either way. Women get a good initial boost, but then it plateaus. It's hard to succeed as a male, so you get awarded for kind of lower, less interesting stuff. At least in corpos, I don't care about indie male VTubers because I don't watch them. It's just, you know, it's a big thing to get into a corpo. Big thing for a guy to get big enough to get into a corpo, and then they end up being a really boring hire. Because they're not held to the same standards as girls. Standards to be a guy in a corpo or be business friendly, have a listenable voice, maybe play an instrument. Very neat. Crazy. It's not that what they do is inherently unimpressive, but I feel like in corpos, female VTubers are held to a higher standard. Did you see the PC desktop Mika that came out? Yeah, I retweeted it. 8 hours ago-ish, question mark. Yes. Any females who do it, Osmond? There's a billion drama VTubers. A good amount are female. I agree with a lot of the stuff Osmond says, but I don't respect him as a person because I feel like if I'm going to get political takes from someone, I should get them from someone who showers. Are you the reason my Twitter is full of chinchillas? I don't like any chinchilla posts. I don't really like pet videos in general. Kind of messed up to say. It feels indulgent. I feel like I'm committing a sin. Asmund has cleaned up a little recently. Yeah, but a lot of his behavior is a clear sign of mental illness. I don't respect Asmund either, but I figure he was a good example of successful male despite low/no effort. Moist critical is another. Every time I go into the VTuber tag on Twitch, freaking XQC. I hate that man so much. Woohoo. You know, I'll kill him. What's your opinion on reaction content, Timmy? Depends on how someone handles it, but for the most part, I am not interested in it in the slightest. I like Pippa. I end up not watching her for like months at a time because she'll have her little phases of reaction content and then, oh, something new! She's playing a game this time, and then we're like watching body cam footage. Okay. I think it depends, you know, sometimes people have the authority to react on a specific thing and they'll have interesting things to add to it. That said, I hate how every time I look up like VTuber song, I always get like musician reacts to, rapper reacts to Callie's newest thing, and it's like, look at my stone face here. This is my reaction to that. Ugh. It sucks enough that I look up VTuber and I have to look at a flesh male. Like, jump scare, get off my screen, I'm scared. But you know, there's ones like Silly Clear. You ever watch Silly Clear? She is a space-themed VTuber and she watches rocket launches. You know, that's reaction content, and she has, you know, that's a fun thing. She only reacts to rocket launches. You will not believe where the Blanco discourse is today. I look at a lot of artist videos for improvement and stuff, and because of that, YouTube starts showing me like, this is what artists like to watch, and it's like, look at the art drama here. This artist on Twitter talked about a thing. And I don't want to watch that. Get off my screen. Filth. Puh. Puh. I spit on them. What does she say about rocket launches? She's Japanese speaking. So I don't watch her that much because it's very technical Japanese and I can't understand it. You know? Base, do more GP reps teams. I don't wanna do GP reps. I can only the way I learned is totally botched. You know, you'll hear people say stuff like, "Oh, don't use Duolingo because Duolingo keeps using Romaji way too late into the thing and it screws up your learning process." I never learned how to read or form sentences, so all I can do is kind of hear by ear when they talk like an anime girl. Or if it's a song. Super Chinami drama, voice critical. I don't think I'll ever get into drama. It's not that I'm someone without controversy, because I'm the kind of person that just blurts out their thoughts without thinking. But I don't think I'm particularly controversial. And I don't know. Tell me to do your German reps. I don't want to learn Deutsch. Get out. Get out. Learning Deutsch. What would I do with it? I never learned how to read. I can't believe Timmy never learned how to read. This is so sad. I could read very well. Wait, how am I reading this? How do I know what you're saying? Nah, one of the teammates is more likely to start something new. I gotta crack down on you guys, genuinely. I'm glad you guys all come by to watch me, and I'm very thankful for that. But at the same time, I have professionalism. You know? You gotta trust me when I say that there's a very good reason for it, even if I can't say it. Fertility meme got drama made around it. Anything can be controversial if someone wants to dislike you from the start. I used to deal with a lot of people like that. A lot of chronically online behavior. I'll be honest, if I really wanted to, I could cancel someone very well. I would never want to do it because honestly, I think it's a very cruel and unusual thing, but you would not believe how easy it is to do and how easy it is to diffuse at the same time. All you gotta do is not react or acknowledge it, you know? Can you cancel Asmongold, please? I mean, Asmongold's been canceled a billion times over. The thing is that he's garnered a fan base around like, cancel culture sucks. I hate cancel culture. He would have to do something that really betrays his fan base to actually get hurt by anything like that, you know? Versus, you know, if you have a more socially correct content creator, it's very easy to say like, oh, the way you address this sort of topic is a little problematic, isn't it? You know? It's not very considerate of the people that deal with those sorts of situations. You know? That sort of stuff. It's very situational. But anyway, I don't think half of the people that love Asmongold actually watch him. I think a lot of them just kind of browse his Twitter and assert that he thinks these kinds of opinions. He's a very, very political man and a little crazy, but he's got the same kind of fan base as Pippa, where half of them will be like, actually, Pippa thinks this, she agrees with my politics. And they assert that sort of thing to feel more right. You know, this big guy has the same politics as me, haha. You know? It's very complicated like that. Hi Dark Knight Gnome, Reddit hates Asmongold. I think it's... it's wrong to say like a whole social media hates something. Because there's always gonna be people on there that love him. It's more along the lines of there is a community of people that don't like him on that social media. What gets pushed to the front page of, you know, Reddit or whatever is mostly algorithm based and mostly engagement farming stuff. If we talk about the politics, you know. You know, if someone posts like a meme owning the kind of people that like trash on this type of game, it's going to get extra engagement and get boosted to the top because it's going to get full of comments arguing about it, you know? But people from either side, like, actually, I totally disagree with that. I hate it. Shut up. And people are like, ah, this is so true. Own the losers in the comments, blah, blah, blah. You know? You should always be skeptical of anything like political, divisive, online, because it is engagement farming. If someone starts using buzzwords like incels, chuds, stuff like that, they are probably using you. You know? That's why I can't stand when people come up to me and start trying to throw around buzzwords like, right-wing, leftists, liberals, the woke mob. Cause like, do you know what any of the things you're saying mean? Or are you repeating it because you see it a lot? That kind of stuff, it's deliberately vague so it garners the largest audience to feed into that kind of engagement, you know? To push it to the top so that they can get more attention. You see it all the time. I don't like to browse Reddit. Sometimes if I'm feeling bored enough, I'll do it. Every time I look at it, there's always like 2 different kinds of stories. One is like victimized dude with a crappy girlfriend. Other is victimized woman with a crappy boyfriend. And both of them will be cartoonishly evil. And both of them are completely made up for engagement. It's always gonna be something along the lines of like, my girlfriend wants to open our relationship and bring in other men, and called me an incel when I said I didn't like that, and then beat me over the head with a glass. Am I the a-hole here? And then it's gonna be like, my boyfriend controls everything I do, and calls me disgusting words and is mean to me all the time and does not seem to really like me. Am I overreacting here? You know, it's just cartoonishly evil stuff. How are they gonna get their Reddit gold without lying? Thing is, Reddit gold doesn't even exist anymore. Reddit karma or whatever, I don't know. Genuinely, everything online is AI generated. I'm losing it every time I go online. Every time I go online, I always have to think like, is this a real person? Is this a real person posting? I keep blocking, I keep muting accounts on Twitter for being cruddy repost accounts, and then there's more with the same profile pictures and similar names doing the same things. Yeah, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Yeah, I hate it. It shows such disgusting engagement bait too. I hate body cam footage because it's always something deliberately inflammatory, you know, like some kind of marital dispute or something where they get violent. And then people start going like, oh, woman. And then people start going, ugh, men. And, you know, it just pushes it up further because people start arguing in the comments. And you see it everywhere. I'm so tired of algorithms. I'm so tired. Even if it's not deliberate, it's not psychologically healthy to watch fighting and conflict all day long. It's not healthy, but it is deliberate. It is deliberate engagement farming. And you see it all the time, everywhere. I'm losing it. I mean the algos as a whole, yeah, I thought you meant the cam footage itself. Well, obviously the cam footage had to have been taken by real people at some point. But for the most part, like, there's thousands upon thousands and thousands of hours of body cam footage. You know, the most inflammatory stuff is going to be cherry-picked to be, you know, pushed on social media, you know? Random guy gets traffic infraction and politely moves on. Isn't gonna do anything. You know, if someone goes crazy, starts going violent, especially if it's something socially controversial, you know, groups of people, gender stuff, that sort of stuff goes crazy. Super engagement. You want people to be divided, right? It's so unethical. Pitbull has bitten a baby. All pit bulls are a menace to kids. I will say, I don't think pit bulls should be as widespread as they are. It's less along the line of like, this animal who had no choice in being born is inherently evil, and more along the lines of, it's kind of messed up that we're breeding dogs that can like lock their jaws and never let go. And it's kind of messed up that they're all getting fed into shelters where people can get them for cheap. Particularly people that, you know, will be working all day, can't afford training, don't have the time to train a dog. You know? Hey, Charlie. Anti-pitbull propaganda dropped, yeah, whatever. It's not necessarily, like, it's not that I'm saying, like, oh, they should all be put down, kill these dogs for existing. It's the same kind of pity you have when you look at a pug. You know, like, you are a product of man's hubris, aren't you? Sorry, boy. Thing is, a pug won't kill you. You know, pugs can be overlooked because real sad that they exist, but they're not gonna maul you. If they freak out, they're not gonna eat your arm off. So sad that Pitbull got lockjaw. I hope his rapping career is okay. I don't really listen to rap. Every time I think about, there's always a few raps I think of. Of course, there's the obligatory Eminem rap god, whatever. I think about interior crocodile alligator a lot. I always think I can make orange rhyme with banana. Banana. Never cook it. No. There's this really funny Eminem freestyle video you can watch online on like YouTube or whatever, and he just there's so many hilarious lines. I can't say the full line, but there's one where he just goes like, it's fun for me just to grab a boob. I don't know. You're a dork to me, whatever. Whatever. Sorry, I just... brain dead. Why did time go by so fast when I started dropping controversial things and getting into the, like, the deranged talk? Why did... I think I have a problem. I think I need meds. Timmy, may I ask what waifu inspired your hair again? It's off topic, sorry. What was it? I gotta remember. There's a lot of different inspirations I have. Okay, initially, my bangs, they're inspired by Cure Flora. Purora. Give me a moment to find a close-up of her bangs. Well, I don't know, Haruka. How's your allergies been? I haven't taken my allergy medicine in a while. It's not much of a problem because I don't have to breathe as much because I'm not talking as much. You know, I don't have anyone to talk to. But, it's also winter. It snowed. I'm so happy about that. I haven't seen snow in so long. I bought some really ugly gloves that my dad hated, so I can touch the snow freely if I want. Wow, you look nothing like her. I used to... Way back when I still had a PNC, my bangs were a lot more like hers. Way back. The Earthbound girl art? That was the inspiration for my dress. I'm trying to think about who was the inspiration for my pigtails. You wanna know something? There's this one obscure what do I call it? Visualizer, like the sound visualizers that I have had my eye on for the longest time. And I accidentally ended up looking identical to the girl in that. I didn't even notice, but at some point, I look at myself and go, wait a minute. Oops. The 3D model looks a lot more like it, but I can't find good screenshots of it. I'll find a good YouTube video demonstrating it though. Wait. Your tail is a lot more nerfed. My tail's the one thing I'm gonna miss, I think. Obviously, there's a lot of aspects I'm gonna miss about being teamy. But honestly, I think having a tail is the coolest thing ever. How long was your hair again, Tsunami? Varies. I can't look at low twin tails without seeing her. First it was me side, my side, then it was Beep Beep Panini. I've seen her around. I think that artist is just popular. Ears are the best though. I hate drawing my ears. I'll be honest, I hate drawing them. I'm so tired. They're hard to draw. Ba 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 ba. I always appreciated the twin tails. I grew to hate drawing my own bangs. I've always felt like, oh, why is there never representation for parted bangs? Parted bangs are so awesome. And then eventually you realize, oh god, shading and rendering parted bangs is the worst thing ever. You know? What did you say about the Pentagon? I think you're kind of inserting your own imagined stuff. Looking good doesn't come cheap. Well, maybe I'm a bad artist, okay? Ever consider that? Maybe I want easier art. Maybe I want to draw easier. Timmy, how did you know the link was PP Panini? Because I clicked on it. And it says PP Panini, the worst jester. And it says PP Panini on the image as well. I don't know if maybe you're illiterate, perhaps, but you know. PP Panini looks like Connie Confetti. I miss Connie Confetti. It's such a pain to watch her now because she streams on like 5 different accounts. That's not true. It's like 2 different accounts, but still. You sound different, but in a good way. I don't know. I've been, how do I say it? I've been avoiding vocal strain, so because I really like to sing, and I don't want Tsunami to have an uncute voice. But at the same time, yeah, I want to be able to genuinely improve at things. You know? Connie does still follow you, I think. Does she? I like to see her when she does stream as Connie, but you know, very loose regulations. How often do you stream, Miss Confetti? 4 days ago. 3 weeks ago. 1 month ago. Members only. 1 month ago. 1 month ago. Members only. 1 month ago. 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 1 month. You have to try real hard to keep singing on cute voice. I don't think my voice is on cute. I like when VTubers have a unique voice, you know? That's what makes them special. You miss your wife, team? She's not my wife. But, you know, my voice gets higher naturally, but if I really focus, I could probably keep my voice consistently low. What's your opinion on your voice? I think overall I have a nice voice, just by nature. I think my I've got a very autistic tone I don't like. Sometimes I watch myself back and it's like, why is your intonation like that? Your inflection, whatever. Hold on. I can still do this kind of voice pretty easily. But it sounds a little off when I don't practice it beforehand, you know? Just ever so slightly not right. If I keep using it, it gets more normal, but I haven't been streaming so much, so it's gotten rusty. You know? It's a little too sweet. It's very, Pippa. I don't think my voice will ever get as low as Pippa's, though. I kinda have to make a deliberate choice to switch between voices. Shoot an A outfit, please. Do I still have her on my computer? I just have a clip file. Maybe. Oh my god, there is my. It's still set to window capture clip studio. Oh god. Oh, that's scary. Oh, oh god. Okay. This is what you want, isn't it? You want a certain thing on the screen, don't you? They're very nice boobs. I get it's weird. I did a good job on the boobs though, didn't I? When will she ever make a return? Well, Tsunami is being beaten to death with a stick. Soon? Not soon, like in a few weeks-ish. So, yeah. Tsunami is dead as well. Can I have Tsunami when you die? You want like the PNG? I'll post it on Twitter. Who cares? Did I post it before? I'll post it on Twitter. And I'll type boobs. There you go. It's posted on Twitter now. You can download Tsunene to your computer. And, I don't know, zoom in on it. Freak. Is there room for future recovery from this meetings? Not for Tsunene, no. How would you feel if I had chest? Is that a weird question? How what would change if I had chest? Would it feel wrong? They're very nice boobs. I wouldn't mind, but it's better that your model fits you. It's not a matter of fitting. Mostly a matter of, like, what if I had a bigger chest? Until milk jokes would be thinking, yeah. Why are there no milk jokes if you're flat chested? I don't know. You would a T-girl finally dreams? I wish. I wish. I don't know. You'll see. Would you end up bragging about it? I don't think I'd end up bragging about it. I think if I had a nice chest, I'd probably admire it, and it would be very weird. Is it weird for a woman to admire her own chest? Question mark. No? Are you just saying that because you already know I'm weird? So you're trying to give me some semblance of reassurance? I think if you appear the way you like, you'll enjoy stream more, so I don't think I have any preference. It's not necessary. I'm not like rebranding to align more with my vision, whatever. I'm making the best out of a situation. You know? It was funny when you proved you're flat by hitting your chest and it sounded like a xylophone. Hold on. Oh, that always hurts my ribcage. Oh. I gotta stop doing that. That hurts my bones. I do it all the time for funsies, but ow. Ow, that hurts. I mean, is it strange for a guy to admire his own muscles and chest and abs and stuff? I was trying to think of something to compare it to. I don't think muscles are comparable in the slightest. You know, there's always going to be arguments about, like, the sexualization of women. And then men will go, well, why are men always depicted with huge muscles? And then I think to myself, men with huge muscles are not attractive to me in the slightest. Am I the weirdo? Or are men the weirdos? I don't know. And then I stopped thinking about it. YouTube link. Emma, some women really like big muscles. I don't know. I don't relate to it whatsoever. But to be fair, I'm not really attracted to 3D in the first place. You'll see it sometimes where it's like woman post their strap. Yeah, it's fine. I see an image of a man and it scares me. I don't like it. Fujo problems. I'm not a Fujoshi. If I saw two men in the same room, that's scarier than seeing one man. You know, if there's a woman in the room, it's like, I know what it's like to be a girl. If I were a girl that was capable of talking to people well, and I was in a room with a guy, I could probably understand it. It's kind of, yeah. You know, what if one was a Polish guy? Is this some kind of joke I'm missing out on? Because I don't know who the Polish guy is. What if there were two girls? That's also scary, but for a different reason. You know, if there's two girls and I'm in there, obviously they're going to talk to each other and not me. Because I'm lame. What if there's one? Ah! Get out! What if one of the men was secretly a bear? I don't think the sexual orientation or appearance of the men would change that much. TV, you'd rather be stuck with a bear in the woods? I don't know, a bear in the woods is kind of like fish spotted in sea, you know? Is the bear... How close is the bear to me? If the bear was like a foot away from me, I don't think I'd want to be in the woods with a bear. But if the bear was like 100 feet away from me and I could see it in the distance, that would be okay. If there was a male Chinami and his name is Chiramo. That's the name you would go with for a male Chinami? Listen, one bear 1 foot away or a man 100 feet away? That's pretty unbalanced, I feel like. Do I have to partake in this situation though? Why would I want to be in the woods with either of these things? About 10 man-sized bears or 10 bear-sized men? This is getting a little bizarre. Would you rather fight one bear-sized chinchilla or 100 chinchilla-sized bears? I could take on 100 chinchilla-sized bears. I don't want to think about it very much, but a chinchilla would be so easy to stomp into oblivion. That's a sad thing, though. Would you fight Freddy 5 Bear, though? If I were in Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, I think I would just leave. I think I would not stay there. I think I would just walk out. That, or it'd be different, and I would survive. Because I'm built different. The animatronics would not kill me. Yeah. Would you rather be in the woods with a Sonic man or in your room with a goth Konami girl? This is a matter of like which psychological damage is worse. I think it depends on what kind of Sonic fan. Yep. What is wrong about being in your room with a goth girl? I see this as an absolute win. The long-term effects, I guess. Christian? Okay, I will pick the goth girl over Christian every time. I feel like that's a very... I feel like everyone would pick the goth girl over Christian. That's such a... That's not a very good question. I feel like all of you would pick the goth girl anyway. I'd pick Christian? Well, yeah, that's because you're brain damaged. I don't know, I'd pick Christian. That'd be crazy interesting. I don't want to be in a 100-mile radius of Christian. I will... I don't want to imagine the smell. I have never willingly learned anything about Christian. Every time I learn something new about Christian, it's always because some mentally unwell person starts saying like, did you hear about how Christian did something horrible? Get the Sonic medallion. I know you want to see. I don't want to. I don't. Unhygienic. I don't trust it to be hygienic. Okay. So, I feel like there's gonna be nasty things inside it. I don't want to think about it. Yeah. Yeah, but you wouldn't like to be in the same room as Fruity 5 Beer, because if you were in the same room as Fred Fizz Bird, he would and that would be scary, and he would be with Willie Mafton, who is weird, not because he is purple, but because he killed 5 children, and... I hate that I know Christian better than my own mother. You know him better than he knows his. I gotta get out. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. Yeah, no, goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you for coming. I'm going to have a normal time. Goodbye.